Recording in progress.
Okay. The order of operation here, Pat, as usual, is first. Murray, Saul, Bob, Mike, Lonnie, Susan and Bob, in that order. Kathleen, Debbie, and Ron, and then me. Pat
Who has
finishes
the
with her
bird?
mouse.
Who has the bird there?
Okay, today's first song is Someday Soon by Ian Tyson.
Ian,
Ian
not
Tyson. Anyway,
Ian Tyson.
you sound out of tune.
Murray's not muted.
Oh, okay.
I started out playing, and one of my E strings was completely off.
So fix it. Ooh, that's awful.
Okay, you know how it is with a 12 string. Half the time you spend half your time tuning it, and the other half of your time you spend playing out of tune. So we're going to start that one again.
There's a young man that I know whose age is 21. Comes from down in southern Colorado. Just out of the service, he's looking for his fun. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. My parents cannot stand him, 'cause he rides the rodeo. My father says that he will leave me crying. I will follow him right through the roughest road I know. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. But when he comes to call my pa, ain't got a good word to say, 'cause it's just said wild in his younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's riding in tonight from California. He loves his damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Going with him someday soon. But when he comes to call my pa, ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he's just as wild in his younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's riding in tonight from California. He loves his damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Someday soon, going with him someday soon.
I'll work on this guitar a little bit because it's still going off, and in the meantime, Murray can sing.
Okay. Now, because I like that song so much that you just sang, I forgot what the melody was to the song I was going to sing first. So I'm going to sing the one I was going to sing second, which I know, I think, even in my sleep. And it's one of the reasons I'm wearing this cowboy shirt, because it's a cowboy song. So I'm going to put on this hat also, not because I'm Bill Pardon, but just because it fits. Now, do you know what kind of hat this is called? You see, it's kind of a flattish top, but it's a slightly rounded, and the brim is flat. And it's called a boss of the. It's a replica or a copy of John Stetson's first cowboy hat that he made, which he called the Boss of the Plains, and it looked like this. Though it came in different colors, and he also, this one really has a ribbon, a very thin ribbon around it. So I put this thing on to make it look not so big. Okay, so the song that I'm going to sing now is Whoopee-Tie-Yi-Yo, Get Along Little Dogies. I think everybody knows that. It's an old cowboy song from the late 1880s or 1890s or something like that. And it actually, the melody itself is a variation of an old Irish ballad, which is about a man rocking a cradle rather than cowboys rolling along dogies and cattle. All right, so here I go. As I was out walking one morning for pleasure, I spied a cowpuncher a-riding along. His hat was throwed back and his spurs were a-jingling, and as I approached he was singing this song. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along, little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along, little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Early in spring we round up the dogies, mark 'em and brand 'em and bob up their tails. We drive up our horses, load up the chuck wagons, throw the dogies out on the trail. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along, little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along, little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. It's whooping and yelling and driving them dogies, oh how I wish you would go on. It's a whooping and punching, go on little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Some boys go up on the trail just for pleasure, but that's where they get it most awfully wrong. For you haven't an idea the trouble they give us while we go driving them all along. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. When the night comes and we hold them on bed ground, these little dogies that roll on so slow, round up the herd and cut out the stray ones and roll the little dogies that never rolled before. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yo, get along little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home. Your mother was raised away down in Texas where the jimson weed and the sandburrs grow. Now we'll fill you up on prickly pear and cholla till you are ready for the trail to Idaho. Whoopee-tie-I-O, get along, you little dogies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-I-O, get along, you little dogies, you know that Wyoming will be your new home.
Yep.
Yahoo! I can't go up that high with the yahoos.
Well, thank you, Murray, and now I know where my dinner's coming from. So,
From the chuck wagon.
Chuck Wagon Barbecue. Okay. Okay. I think I'm next, right?
yes, Saul, you're next.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this is a song which originally people thought it was written by Stephen Foster. It was not. Okay, it was very popular during the Civil War, primarily in the South, but there have been different versions of the song. The original was actually written in Boston by a guy by the name of Oliver Ditson. And then there were words were changed along the way. Some other people who take credit for the authorship is George P. Knauf of Baltimore, and the other guy was said it was written by W. Lofton Hargrave, but there's a lot of argument as who wrote the original, but most people think it was written in Boston by Oliver Ditson, and it's called Wait for the Wagon, written in 1854. Chorus goes like this. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. That's the chorus. Okay. The words are small, so I gotta look closely here. Will you come with me, my Phyllis dear, to yon blue mountain free, where the blossoms spell the sweetest? Come rove along with me. It's every Sunday morning when I am by your side. We'll jump into the wagon and all take a ride. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. Well, the river runs like silver, and the birds they sing so sweet. I have a cabin, Phyllis, and something good to eat. Come listen to my story, it will relieve my heart. So jump into the wagon, and off we will start. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. Do you believe, my Phyllis dear, old Mike with all his wealth can make you half as happy as I with youth and health? We'll have a little farm, a horse, a pig and cow, and you will mind the dairy while I do guide the plow. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. Your lips are red as poppies, your hair's so slick and neat, all braided up with dahlias and hollyhocks so sweet. It's every Sunday morning when I am by your side. We'll jump into the wagon and all take a ride. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. Together on life's journey we'll travel till we stop. And if we have no trouble, we'll reach the happy top. Then come with me, sweet Phyllis, my dear and lovely bride. We'll jump into the wagon and all take a ride. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. That's it.
All right. Bob, Bob Winkler from the deep
Always
south.
good to be back. Every day I get up. Nice weather here today. Even got out for a walk. Okay. I'm going to do a Peter, Paul, and Mary song today. Also has to do with going places. Been moving cattle. Thank you, Murray. And in the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand, I'm a long way from home. I miss my loved one so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go, but I'm out there on the grass where the pavement never grows. Well, the liquor tasted good and the women all were fast. There she goes, my friend. She's rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engines roar. See the silver wing on high. She's away and westward bound. Far above the cloud she flies, where the morning rain don't fall, and the sun always shines. She'll be flying o'er my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. Can't jump a jet plane like I can a freight train, so best be on my way in the early morning rain, so I best be on my way in the early morning rain.
Thank you, Bob. Mike.
Yes, right. Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't think either Bill or I have done this one before. I heard it sung recently, and because we're both from Cornwall or have Cornish roots, Anyway, the two things in here, Givor is mentioned. It's one of the name of a mine, and mines are in the news at the moment because South Crofty, which is another famous mine down there, they're actually reopening it. They're pumping the water out from this week, I think, or starting to. It take months, but because apparently the price of tin's worth it, and I think they're looking for lithium as well. And yeah, South Crofty. When I was an article clerk, we were actually registrars for the share register on South Crofty, so I've actually worked on it. And finally, dole is mentioned. That's our word for unemployment pay. So, well, Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? From Newlyn town we used to sail, through rain and mist and lashing gale. The mackerel shoals we'd hoped to find, and soon we'd left Land's End behind. We'd searched the seven stones all round, but not a sign nor shoal we found. Round Island's light is still in sight, but Scillies are a barren ground. Well, Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? The winding engines used to sing a melody to Cornish tin, and Givor lads they all would grin at payday on a Friday. The water now reclaims the mine, and young men talk of old men's time, and go to work in gold or coal, or face a life upon the dole. Well, Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? The hammer of the auction man is the only sound we soon will hear, and visitors will make the noise and order drinks from Cornish boys. We'll do as we have done before, go out and roam the wild Wardour, wherever sea or ship are found, or there's a hole down underground. Well, Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, that is what the Cornish boys will do. Cornish boys.
Familiar melody.
Yeah.
We used to call working, on welfare. I mean, to be on welfare on the dole also, not only in England. But it's that expression has, I don't know, I don't think it's been used recently at all.
Well, that's because there's so many jobs out there. There's nobody left to be on the dole.
Don't worry, there's always somebody.
And if you believe that, I have a really nice bridge I can sell you cheap.
Yeah, it's not too far from where I am, so
No, not
I
at
have
all.
first claim on it.
Not far at all. Lonnie.
Yes. Back in the mid 1800s, there were a lot of folks from Ireland and other places who emigrated to the United States and went through Ellis Island and all of that. And since it was about the time of the Civil War in the U.S., there's civil wars all over. You have to maintain a good list of wars in order to keep up with all of them. Anyway, one of the few jobs that the Irish could get when they emigrated here was working as soldiers in the Civil War. And this is a song about what can possibly happen. Pat Murphy's a fairly common Irish name, And so it's it doesn't take too much to realize that perhaps there could be a Pat Murphy on the Confederate side, whilst also having a Pat Murphy on the Union side. And this is a song about that. And, things go badly for you if you're... 'Twas the night before battle, then gathered in groups, the soldiers lay close at their quarters, thinking no doubt of their loved ones at home, of mothers, wives, sisters, and daughters. With a pipe in his mouth sat a handsome young blade, and the song he was singing so gaily, his name was Pat Murphy of Maher's Brigade, and he sang of the land of Shillelagh. Said Pat to his comrades, 'tis a shame for to see brothers fighting in such a queer manner, but I'll fight till I die if I shouldn't get killed for America's bright starry banner. Far away in the east there's a dashing young blade, and the song he was singing so gaily, it is honest Pat Murphy of the Irish Brigade, and he sings of the splintered shillelagh. Well, the morning came soon, and poor Paddy awoke, on the rebels to have satisfaction. The drummers were beating the diddle's tattoo, a-calling them boys into action. Well, the Irish Brigade in the battle was seen, their blood for the cause shedding freely. With their bayonet charges they rushed on the foe, with a shout for the land of Shillelagh. I'm going to play the fiddle on the keyboard here. Whoops. Don't laugh, Ron. The battle was over, the dead lay in heaps. Pat Murphy lay bleeding and gory. A hole through his head from a rifleman's shot had ended his passion for glory. No more in the camp will his laughter be heard, or the song he was singing so gaily. Well, he died like a hero in the land of the free, far away from the land of Shillelagh. Now surely Columbia will never forget, while valor and flame hold communion, how nobly our brave Irish volunteers fought in defense of the flag of our Union. And if ever old Ireland for freedom should strive, where the helping hand offers quite freely, and the stars and the stripes shall be seen alongside of the flag of the land of Shillelagh. Don't hold your breath. Right then, thanks very much.
I'm surprised I don't know that one. I liked it.
Yeah,
I always try to pick songs that nobody knows.
Also, a historical note, for the sake of hockey. A historical note, at the time of the Civil War, immigrants did not process at Ellis Island. It wasn't in effect yet. They used to go to Battery Park, where is Battery Park now, and they had a place called Castle Clinton, and that's where they came in. Yeah, not yet Ellis Island.
So now we know.
Okay.
Susan and Bob.
Okay, well, we're going to do one we haven't done for quite a while, and this one, I guess we know it from Gordon, Ed, and Ann Muir there, but believe I read that Pete Seeger was the one that kind of introduced it back into folk music way back then. My life flows on in endless song, above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, though far off hymn, that hails the new creation. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? It's a little low. How you like it there?
Keep going.
What though the tempest round me roars, I know the truth it liveth. What though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. And no storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since love is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble sick with fear, and hear their death knells ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell, a dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing? Sorry, I started you off on the wrong key. Okay, well, last week everybody kind of was bringing up tunes about the state of the world, and I didn't chime in with any of them because I didn't have anything like that prepared. So this week I'm going to do two of them. They both happen to be my own songs, and this one I haven't done in ages. I wrote it back in 1999, and as some of us kind of referred to the fact that it's a shame that the things are still going on the same way, maybe even worse. So I didn't change any of the words. Maybe if I wrote it right today, might have a little different spin, but I'll give you the original, called Somewhere in the World. Oh, somewhere in the world world, a war is going on. Some mother's child is loading up his gun. The government has told him, oh, a martyr he will be, for killing off his neighbor who's trying to be free. But thank you for the peace I have within my little world. No bombs or mines or bullets fly tonight in my hometown. And somewhere in the world, abuse is going on. Some mother's child is scared but cannot run. And the parents that should hold her and sing that child to sleep have given her just bruises and scars that run so deep. Thank you for the love I have from family and my friends. No straps on backs or words that hurt will make me hide in fright. God will provide those who survive, and I hope we learn our lessons by the way we live our lives. And somewhere in the world, there's hunger going on. Some mother's child is searching for a crumb. And some beg in the cities, some starve on the land. We must find the way to feed every living man. And thank you for the food I have upon my table laying, for fish and wheat and fruit we eat. I'm grateful every day. Somewhere in the world, oh, a man is beaten down, and the ruler says he cannot speak, injustices abound. Worshipping their God will be the only one allowed. No one can be free like this, no one can be proud. And thank you for the choice I have to live where freedom reigns. My voice and faith are of my own. Believe in what I say. God will provide those who survive. I hope we learn our lesson by the way we live our lives. Somewhere in the world, oh, a war is going on. Some mother's child is loading up his gun. Thank you.
Oh, Kathleen, you get the good fortune of following that.
Yes. Yeah, it's a lovely song, but it's very sad. I just want to say that to Sol, that my mum's name was Phyllis, and you don't get many songs with Phyllis in. So it was nice to hear that. Right. I'm going to sing a song that's written by Utah Phillips, but I have heard it sung by John Gorka. I did listen to it by Utah Phillips afterwards. And it's called I Think of You. If I can remember the tune now. I look to see the wildflowers blooming, and I wonder why they seem so plain. The springtime rides all the brown hills over, and the young birds sing in the silver rain. I think of you as the night rolls by. You're on my mind the whole night through, far away in the lonesome city. All the time you're gone, I think of you. And when my world has turned to sunlight, and the dust clouds stand in the summer sky, I'll number all the climbing roses and watch to see the milkweed fly. I think of you as the night rolls by. You're on my mind the whole night through, far away in the lonesome city. All the time you're gone, I think of you. And when I hear the soft wind moaning like an angel's voice from a far off shore, my days slip by like light snow falling, or the dry brown leaves blown by my door. I think of you as the night rolls by. You're on my mind the whole night through, far away in a lonesome city. All the time you're gone, I think of you. All the time you're gone, I think of you.
Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Debbie and Ron.
Everyone unmuted. Wait, Saul, you're not. Okay, now you're muted. Okay, so you're not hearing an echo now, correct? Okay. All right, let's see. But
All right,
let me
let's see.
put this down. Okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
I know Lonnie likes to pick songs that nobody knows, and I like to pick songs that I don't know.
Right.
So I got this one here. I got up one night in a half brown, I met up with Sadie and shot her down. I went home and I got into bed, my 44 pistol under my head. I got up next morning about 9:30. The hacks and the buggies are standing in line. The boots and the gamblers running in around. They're taking little Sadie to burying ground. Well, then I got thinking what a deed I'd done. I packed my bags and away I run. I gave a good run, but it was slow. They overtook me in Jericho. I was standing on the corner reading the bill when up stepped the sheriff from Thomasville. He said, hey boy, is your name Brown? Remember the night you shot Sadie down? Well, I said, yes sir, my name is Lee. I murdered dear Sadie in the first degree, and in the first degree, and in the second degree. You got any papers, just read them to me. Read them Well, they took me downtown and they dressed me in black. They put me on the train and carried me back. Carried me back to Thomasville jail. I had no money to go my bail. The judge and the jury took the stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. He said 41 days, 41 nights, and 41 years with the ball and strike. Now you don't know it too.
That was a good try, Ron, but I've heard that one before.
Okay, let's see. Gee. All right.
What are we gonna do?
All right. You need the crossfill. All right. This is a trad song, although there's different versions, and the last verse was written by Pete Seeger, though. Cannot get home, and neither have we the wings to fly. Give us a boat that can carry two, and both shall go. My love and a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I bring. I know not I sink or swim. I lean my back against an oak, thinking it was a mighty tree. But first it bent, and then it broke, as did my love, grew frost to me.
what I miss, being all in one place, because everybody's mouths were moving on that one. We would have sounded so good.
Yeah. Well, one of these days. Thank you.
Well, I think I got this thing figured out. And I hope it doesn't happen again. High E string, one of them kind of got caught someplace and ended up really sharp. And I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun playing a 12 string and trying to only play one of the high E strings. That'll drive you nuts. Okay, so this is the song. I've done it before, but it has been about a year. And it's a Paul Simon song for Emily whenever I may find her. What a dream I had, pressed in organdy, clothed in crinoline, smoky burgundy, softer than the rain. I wandered empty streets down, past the shop displays. I heard cathedral bells tripping down the alleyways as I walked on. And when you ran to me, your cheeks flushed with the night. We walked on frosted fields, juniper and lamplight. I held your hand. And when I awoke and felt you warm in here, I kissed your honey hair with my grateful tears. Oh, I love you. Oh, how I love you.
Very nice.
Beautiful, Harvey.
Now we come around to Pat.
Okay, this song is It's a Heartache, made famous by Bonnie Tyler, but it was written by Ronnie Scott and Steve Wolfe. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Hits you when it's too late, hits you when you're down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Love him till your arms break, then he lets you down. It ain't right with wealth left to share when you find he doesn't care for you. It ain't wise to need someone as much as I depended on you. Heartache, nothing but a heartache. Hit hit you when it's too late, hit you when you're down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Love him till your arms break, then he lets you down. It ain't right with love to share when you find he doesn't care for you. Wise to leave someone as much as I depended on you. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Love him till your arms break, then he lets you down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown.
Good selection.
Come around to Murray again.
Okay, my turn, I guess, huh? Okay, I'm gonna sing first the chorus here, and then I'll get into the stanzas. But this song, first about the song, it's by the Eagles, and it's one of their bigger hits. And they wrote it in 1975, and the two people that really wrote it of the Eagles are Glenn Lewis Fry and Donald U. Henley. And the song is the famous song Lion Eyes. You can hide your lion eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize that there ain't no way to hide your lion eyes. City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. A rich old man and she won't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price, and it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. But he knows where she's going as she's leaving. She is headed for the cheating side of town. You can't hide your lion eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lion eyes. On the other side of town a boy is waiting, with fiery eyes and dreams no one could steal. She drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause he makes her feel the way she used to feel. She rushes to his arms, they fold together. She whispers it's only for a while. She swears that soon she'll be coming back forever. She goes away and leaves him with a smile. You can't hide your lion eyes, and your smile is smileth in disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. She gets up and pours herself a strong one and stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws a shade and hangs her head to cry. She wonders how it ever got this crazy. She thinks about a boy she knew in school. Did she get tired or did she just get lazy? She's so far gone she feels just like a fool. My oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. You set it up so well, so carefully. Ain't it funny how your new life didn't change things? You're still the same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. There ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Honey, you can't hide your lying eyes.
Gracie.
Thank you.
All righty. Go for it, Saul.
Okay. This is a sort of a short song, and some people, especially if you're brought up in the Polish community, would know the name Al Yankovic. Okay, he along with Jimmy Starr, the masters of the polka, and this is a very, very short one, but I like it. That's not part of the song. On a Sunday afternoon, I was driving through this town, and all I had was $1, $1. I stepped into that bar, and I ordered up a beer. You should have heard that bartender holler. He hollered, "No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy a beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. Gotta come around on Monday." Everybody, no beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. Gotta come around on Monday. On Sunday afternoon, I was driving through this town, and all I had was $1, $1. I stepped into that bar, and I ordered up a beer, and you should have heard that bartender holler. He hollered, "No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. Gotta come around on Monday." One more time. No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. Gotta come around on Monday. And the title of the song was the No Beer on Sunday Polka.
You have to go to Jersey.
Must have been Connecticut.
Frankie Yankovic. Your son is Weird Al. All right, Bob.
Okay, I'm going to do a Carter family song. And according to the always accurate Wikipedia, this song goes back to the turn of the century. And it says author unknown. It's Bury Me Under the Weeping Willow. And also it can be sung as Beneath the Weeping Willow, if you want. Anyway, so Bury Me Under the Weeping Willow by the Carter family. I'm going to do it in D flat, I guess. It's supposed to be a warmer key, somewhere between C and somewhere between C and D. I'll get it in there somewhere, hopefully. Well, my heart is sad and I am lonesome, only one I love. When shall I see her? Oh no, never, meet in heaven above. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. She may know where I am sleeping, perhaps she'll weep for me. They told me that she did not love me. I could not believe it was true, until an angel softly whispered, she's proven untrue to you. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she may know where I am sleeping, perhaps she'll weep for me. Tomorrow was our wedding day, but oh Lord, where is she? She's gone to see another groom who cares no more for me. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. She may know where I am sleeping, perhaps she'll weep for me. Oh, bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. She may know where I am sleeping, perhaps she'll weep for me. Perhaps she'll weep for me.
Thank you, Bob. Nicely done. Mike.
Yeah, right. This is this is due to Lonnie last week making fun of Liverpool. So I looked it up, and it was originally Lifer, which equals middle, muddy. Sorry, Lifer equals muddy. It's from 1190 apparently, and Pearl, which is P-O with umlaut L, so obviously a Saxon name. But that does mean pool, so it's a muddy pool. To be honest, some people might say it still is. Yeah, and this is a version by a Liverpool group of four lads, which got me into folk music. And it's not the four lads you might think of. They're called the Spinners, and they were pre the Detroit Spinners. So they used to have a regular series on TV. Fare thee well to Princess Landing Stage, River Mersey, fare thee well, for I'm off to California, a place that I know right well. I am bound for California by the way of stormy Cape Horn. I will write to thee a letter, love, when I am homeward bound. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I have shipped on a Yankee clipper ship, Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is her captain, and they say she's a floating hell. It's my second trip with Burgess in the Crockett, and I think that I know him well. If a man is a sailor, then he'll get along, but if not, then he's sure in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love. Wife declared, so fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Fare thee well to Lower Frederick Street and St. Terrace and Park Lane, for I know that it's going to be some little time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Leaving of Liverpool.
Oh, man. From Liverpool, off we go to the swamps. To Lonnie.
It's wonderful up here with the gators. I'm going to do an old English ballad. Last week I was thinking about the Northwest Passage and Franklin and all those guys, and one of my favorite folk songs is about Franklin, but time has gone on, and we've learned a lot more about Franklin than we used to know. We get closer to the truth all the time due to people who are professional at sussing out these things. Anyway, I'm going to do this song, and it's going to ruin the song for all of you because of the history of Franklin. But it's a great song. I love this song, and I like it most importantly because it's gruesome. All right. And like I say, it'll ruin the song. Well, you see, this is the thing. About the time of the Civil War in the United States, there were a lot of expeditions sent out to try to discover the Northwest Passage. Now, all they would have had to have done would be to wait around 175 years, and the bloody thing would melt itself. But at any rate, the last expedition that was sent out to discover the Northwest Passage was headed up by Sir John Franklin. And he was out looking for that thing just north of Newfoundland and just south of the Arctic Circle across the northern coast of Canada. But the thing about Franklin was he was the perfect man for the job because, you see, he looked the part. He had side whiskers, for one thing, and he was a nice, plump, pink Englishman. The only problem with Franklin, basically, was that he was a complete imbecile. Anyway, he got the job, and he had two ships, the Erebus and the Terror. The Terror, I believe, was appropriately named. But anyway, Franklin decided to stock the ship with the things that he felt were important. And, it was things like a billiard hall, He had a lot of port, and well, everything but food, because the only, he didn't need that. I mean, the food would have only been useful for the crew, and and they were low class, you see, so they didn't read that. Franklin was a man of good breeding, you understand. But anyway, as time went on, they sailed across, and Franklin never returned either. It was terrible. And this ballad came along to mourn his great loss. But like I said, there's been a lot of studying going about this, and eventually Franklin's ship was found, and close around the ship were several seamen completely frozen in the ice. And, well, actually, some of them were sort of incomplete, but bits of them, you see, were strewn around over a large area. They found a leg bone from a skeleton in one place, and the other leg about 10 miles down from there, also frozen in the ice, and they just couldn't make out how these fellows managed to walk all that distance without any legs. But what it came down to is they put two and two together, and they came to the conclusion that the legs were from Franklin, you see. And since he hadn't put any food on board the ship, the seamen were very, very hungry. And so they put two and two together, like I said, and it turned out that they probably ate him, But anyway, when Franklin left England, he was Sir John Franklin, but after he was frozen to death and cannibalized, they made him a lord, so he became Lord Franklin after that, and I find that a very noble gesture. But anyway, here's the song. A great ballad. I got some girl singers to do the background here, to give you an idea of the actual tune. The miracle, as it were, of modern electronics. It was homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen ocean in the month of May, to seek a passage around the pole, where we poor seamen do sometimes go. The cruel hardships they mainly strove, their ship on a mountain of ice was drove. Only the Eskimo with his skin canoe was the only one that ever came through. In Baffin's Bay, where the whale fishes blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. Lord Franklin, along with his sailors to dwell. And now my burden it gives me pain. From my long-lost Franklin I would cross the main. 10,000 pounds I would freely give to say that On earth my Franklin do live. The Ballad of Lord Franklin. Thanks very much.
Susan and Bob.
Okay, now I'm hungry. Bad joke, too soon.
Got a little,
Anyhow.
a little Haunch of Explorer in my freezer if you're
Haunch of
Told you to
Explorer.
ruin the whole song.
Anyhow, in a weird place. Normally, like Sunday night, I start thinking about what song I can do next week. Probably all of you guys do too. And I was just coming up dry all week long. And this morning, Bob is saying, can't you think of, some song you've always... And then Ron talked about songs that, nobody knows, but I know this one, and I've known it for almost 70 years, so I'm going to torture you with it. And Saul did a polka, and this is also a polka. It's called the Teddy Bear Polka. While walking through the forest one fine day in early spring, I heard a sound and turned around and saw the cutest thing. 2 teddy bears were holding hands and dancing all about. They winked at one another and started in to shout, hug me, hug me, hug me, hug me, dance with me. Hug me, hug me, hug me, hug me, dance with me. Mama teddy bear, I love your big brown eyes. Papa teddy bear, you tell the cutest lies. Hug me, hug me, hug me, hug me, dance with me. Won't you be my honey bee? It's spring again, time to dance and sing again. Hug me, hug me, hug me with a big bear hug. Blame Bob.
gonna have to look that one up.
Very cute, short song. Now I get to bring you down again. Going on with my one of my songs about the state of the world. This one's a little newer. I wrote it in 2005, and it came about. It's interesting. Rita Deutsch, a singer from down here in South Florida, she's up in New York, and she was just in Riverdale in a building that we saw several good folk group singers in there, and one of them was Priscilla Herdman, and it was right after that tsunami that came into Japan, and everybody was kind of thinking about all those people and devastation there and stuff. And she said something about that we really need a miracle. So I wrote this song and I sent it to her, and she never she acknowledged it, but she didn't want to do it. I think probably because it might be too long for her. It's probably the longest song that I've written, so bear with me. On the 6 o'clock news, I saw a city blown away. We still think that war is the answer, and peace will come that way. There's oh so many children, family or a home. We have no hope to give them. Fear is all they've known. And I wish that I could find them and bring them home with me. warm bed, and I'd sit them on my knee. And I wish that I could heal them. It's more than I can do. If all of you could help me, we need a miracle or two. And on the 10 o'clock news, I saw a village washed away when the sea rose like a dragon, turning homes into a grave. There's so many children, no family or a home. Must find some hope to give them, so they'll never feel alone. And it seems the calmest moments can be turned into a storm, sometimes by Mother Nature, sometimes man creates his own. I wish that I could heal them, but it's more than I can do. If all of you could help me, we need a miracle or two. On the 12 o'clock news, I saw a starving family plead. And their eyes looked out in sadness to a world so much in need. There's oh so many children whose hunger is for real. If I had a long, long table, I would feed them all a meal. Can we rise up from the ashes? Can we stand the test of time? Children look for answers. Will they learn to love mankind? And I wish that I could heal them, but it's more than I can do. If all of you could help me, we need a miracle or two. I wish that I could heal them. It's more than I can do. If all of you would help me, we need a miracle or two.
Kathleen.
Right, that was a lovely song too. I'm going to sing a song by Bill Caddick called Waiting for the Lark, which is a lullaby, I suppose. Sleep on, child, it is not quite day, for the moon has still to set. Oh, the lark she will cry and bring down the morning to where you lie. But the lark has not risen yet. Oh, the lark has not risen yet. Sleep on, child, while the birds rest on, and the cow she sleeps in her stall. While the meadow stands grey in this dew-down moment before the day, and waits for the lark to call, and waits for the lark to call. Sleep on, child, while the fields are still. They wait for your father's hand, but he will not go, and the sun will not rise, and the cock will not crow, till the lark cries over the land, till the lark cries over the land. Sleep on, child, and heed no sound, for your father may rise in the dark, with his boots in his hand, go drowsily down by the doorway to stand, waiting for the lark, waiting for the lark.
Pretty, very nice, Caitlin.
And for Debbie and Ron.
Okay, here's another one I don't know from a long time ago. Those two wooden stumps won't do it all. Why didn't you run from the big cannonball with me? Do-ri-ya, fa-diddle-i, do-ri, do-ri, do-ri-ya. Well, Farron was a new proclaim between Don Juan and the King of Spain. I'd rather have me Ted as he used to be than the King of France and his old baby would be do-ri-ya, fa-diddle-i, do-ri, do-ri, do-ri-ya. This is the problem, the captain said. Would you like to make us all ready? Yes, with a scarlet coat and a big cocked hat, hey, Mrs. McGrath, would you like that? Would be do-ri-ya, fa-diddle-i, do-ri, do-ri, do-ri-ya, would be do-ri-ya, fa-diddle-i, do-ri, do-ri, do-ri-ya.
Yes. It's the end
It
of,
went great
end
this
of
morning
memory.
when nobody was looking.
Uh,
But then again, that's not a new, that's
yeah.
nothing new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Memory fading more every day. Okay, let's see. What do I got here? Let's see. Can you do this in G? Or
I don't
do it
know.
in A?
Whatever you.
Well, let's try it. This is Bill Staines' song interspersed with an Irish tune called Planks de Fanny Power. Let's see. And you all know the chorus, so sing it. I was born in the path of the winter. I was raised where the mountains are warm. The springtime waters came dancing down. I remember the tales they told, the whistling ways of my younger days. Too quickly have faded on by, but all the memories linger on, like the light in the fading sky. River, take me along in the sunshine, sing me a song, ever moving and winding and free. You're rolling old river, you changing old river. Let's you and me, river, run down to the sea. I've been to the city and back again. I've been moved by some things that I've learned. Met a lot of good people and I've called friends. Felt the change when the seasons turn. I've heard all the songs that the children sing. Listen to love's melodies. I felt my own music within me rise, like the wind let you and me return to the sea. Someday when the flowers are blooming still, someday when the grass is still green, my rolling waters will around the bend and flow into the open sea. So here's to the rainbow that's followed me here, and here's to the friends that I know. Here's to the song that's within me now. I will sing it wherever I go. River, take me along in your sunshine. Sing me a song, ever moving and winding and free. You rolling old river, you changing old river, let you and me river run down to the sea. Thanks, guys.
Well, it looks like it's my turn again. And unless somebody wants to do a third, this completes our 2 song cycles and we'll call it a day, unless somebody volunteers to do yet another one. I decided that we're getting too serious, so I'm going to do this song. Someplace in the late 60s, there was a TV show called the Smothers Brothers Hour, and they employed a somewhat strange individual named Mason Williams, who at one point decided he wanted to write the archetypical country and western song. And this is his attempt. It's called You Done Stomped on My Heart. I told you that I loved you, and you said that is good. I called you my darling, I thought I always would. But now you've gone and left me, and I don't know where you're at. You done stomped on my heart, you squashed that sucker flat. You done stomped on my heart, you broke it all apart. Sweetheart, you just sort of stomped on my aorta. You started slipping out with guys, I felt us drift apart. And every step you took was a stomp upon my heart. I only hope that someday when you have got blue in some lonesome room, you look down at your shoes and think about the tender heart you crushed beneath those soles when your young body craved good times and fancy clothes. You done stomped on my heart, you broke it all apart. Sweetheart, you just sorta mashed on my aorta. You started going out with guys, I felt us drift apart, and every step you took was a stomp upon my heart, and every step you took was a stomp upon my heart.
Good job, Harvey.
Well, unless we have volunteer, that's it for the day, and I thank you all for coming.
Okay.
Please say hi to Faye.
Yes. Say hi.
Saw her hiding in the background. Oh, I didn't see her.
Yes. Just turn the sound down. Not all.
Y'all take care. See you next week.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Y'all,
Great.
where are you from?
Wonderful.
Florida?
Great to see everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Harvey and Pat, for running it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.